Thrift shopping, finding a good deal, unique item. If you're located in or around the Kingsville, Ontario area, you're going to want to come to the newest thrift/consignment store, ALTR. And I have with me the owners, Jess and Steve Muzzin.
You did it.
And in case this is the first time you're tuning in, my name is Tracy Martins, and I'm the host of this podcast, YQG and Bloom. It is everything local to the Windsor-Essex County area. So how you guys doing?
We're doing well.
Now, I didn't realize until today that I just thought it was ALTR, but it's ALTR.
Yeah.
Now, what made you choose that name considering there's no E in it?
I guess.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, so ALTR, it's for us, it was a perspective thing.
Okay.
So when you think about thrift, whether it's apparel or home decor, we wanted to have an alternative sort of offering. And then sort of to push that a little bit further, we felt like just altering the name itself, and
Okay.
it became sort of a talking piece.
Well, because things that are used are usually missing something, so why not miss a letter?
Right?
It's a good way of looking at it too.
Now, how long have you guys been open?
It's been about 3 months, a
Yeah.
little over 3 months.
It's closed right now. They close on Saturdays at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And we're setting up for the podcast. People were still coming, and we had to tell them it was closed because they want to find this place that they've heard about, or they're just fans. And
It's nonstop.
Yeah.
The community has been amazing. Like, we have nothing but wonderful things to say. Like, whether it's the donations or just the biggest thing for me is word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no amount of money that could buy advertising like that. And the positive feedback we've been receiving has been outstanding. The generous donations, like, it's amazing being immersed into this community because I think some people take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And we are seeing it firsthand, and we appreciate it so much more.
Yeah, embracing it as well.
Yeah,
oh, for sure. And you also do consignment.
we do. So we do some consignment. It'll be like a traditional consignment agreement for higher end pieces. And then for a lower ticket price, we would do a buyout for those items.
Okay, yeah. Because I know your chair you're sitting in right now, that is consignment.
Yes.
As well as, I'm sure you guys can see this huge ottoman, which is gorgeous. So there's no haggling on those prices, but you never know. But I've been here twice now, and looking through, like, people aren't just dumping off
No.
stuff like they do at other thrift stores. Like, these are really, really nice items. People are actually taking care as to what they're bringing you guys.
For sure. And something that's important to us too, and we make sure that we communicate that to everyone, is that you don't need to vet what you're bringing here. Obviously, like, we're looking for things that still have life in them. But if it needs some repair, like, we do those fixings. We curate the pieces because we want to make sure it's a tight space. So we want to make sure the things that we do focus on in here are things that the community would be interested in. But we're also working with the mission. So any pieces, like if there's a article of clothing that has a stain or something, we don't toss anything.
No.
We save it, and then we're dropping it off at the mission to share with them.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And there's always
it's
people
useful.
appreciative.
Exactly. And I guess, like, the biggest component, which we didn't touch on with the donations, is we're working with Ursa Major in town.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, and I'm sure people want to give good quality stuff because a portion of the proceeds is going to Ursa Major.
Exactly. And it's wonderful when people come in and they're already familiar with the organization. And that's usually, like, the catalyst to why they're bringing things in, because they want to support, whether they have, like, a family member or a friend that is attending as a member there. And Ursa itself is a day support program for adults with intellectual disabilities. So Steve and I, it was important to us when we started ALTR to align with something that really meant something to us personally. And our 7-year-old son, is autistic. And we had never heard of Ursa.
Yeah.
But a friend of ours was like, oh, you should check out Little Bear Cafe, which they do on Mondays from 9:30 to 12:30. And their members serve you coffee, and everything's donation based, but it gives them the social skills.
What is that church called again?
So we didn't know. It's the Kingsville Community Church.
Community Church. Ursa Major and the deputy mayor are supposed to be on my podcast. They were supposed to be on a while ago. Unfortunately, I got sick and things happened and it got pushed back. But that church does so much. The deputy mayor,
Kim DeYoung,
yeah, she does what you guys have. It's a bake shop, and they have their
so many events for
coffee
seniors.
shops.
Yep, in the community. It's a
Yoga.
community center too. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the thing. I had no idea, and I live here.
And then I met Ursa Major, and they're just
Beautiful
the
people.
sweetest
Yeah.
people. So, what made you guys decide to open ALTR?
Well, the short story, I was working, we lived in Toronto for a period of time, working in the advertising and marketing industry. Steve still works remote for a Toronto agency, and I was working for a Chicago agency. So when I moved home, I was traveling back and forth, and it just became a lot. And after COVID, I think, again, back to ALTR perspective, my perspective shifted, and I felt like I was missing out on family, and we live in such a good community, and I always felt like I wanted to feel a part of it, like I had so much more to offer. And just one day I reached my breaking point. It was a blessing in disguise. The boss I had, thank you now, not thank you at the time, but pushed me to my breaking point, and I was like, you know what, this isn't worth it. Like it was taking a toll on me personally, mentally, on my family. So then we decided to give this a go. It's something, we are big thrifters.
Yeah.
So this is something we're extremely passionate about. So we were like, let's give it a shot.
I always say never look a gift horse in the mouth, because the same thing happened to me. I was let go from a job, and I was really, oh my God, devastated about it. And then like a month later, I walked back in and I said, thanks.
Yeah.
Right?
I appreciate
You
it
did.
because it forced me
Yeah.
to do something else. As a mom,
Yes.
I had to do something,
Yeah.
and it forced me to do, I had started a cleaning business, and
That's amazing.
that took off for a few years.
Good for you.
Working days and nights, but it does, it helps you to get perspective on what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mention as a mom, because for me, after that moment in my career, I thought to myself, if my child came to me with this problem, what would I tell them to do?
Yeah.
And I was be like, get out of there. Like, it's not worth the toll it's taking on you. So
Exactly.
yeah, life's too
Exactly.
short.
It's easier said than done, but
It is,
yeah.
but
And
sometimes you just gotta go.
You know, sometimes it just takes a few years. Like, you're not going to always get it right out of college.
No.
If you go to college or university, and if you don't, that's okay.
That's right.
But, you know, like, it's usually a couple careers in,
Right.
unless you are straight focused from the get-go that you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something. It's usually a couple careers until you find your passion.
Right?
So
yeah.
I always say, if you fail the first time, don't worry. Just something like this is going to come along.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you
Yes.
learn along the way. That's the most important thing. As long as you take away something from those, not even mistakes, but their experiences, and they build the
Exactly.
person that you are today.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And now you're building this wonderful company, having time with your kids, helping out an organization and a small community as well. And I do have to show you guys a few things, because the stuff that people bring them are amazing. Like we said, the chairs, minus the yellow one, that's theirs. This I'm bringing home today. It is a wine bottle holder and a lid, and the lid topper, but it's $5. I mean, $5. It's crazy. But on consignment, this is a Kate Spade purse, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's amazing. $50. You can't even tell that it's been used. If I am all honest, you'd probably find this at Winners for $150, because I've actually seen them there
Yes,
on the
yeah.
weekend on clearance for $200.
Yeah.
And then over, again, I'm not sure if any of you can see, but there is this beautiful pillow, and it is down-filled, and it came, you said came right out of the bag?
Yeah, we took it out of the packaging. Yeah.
And it's $20. Like, I mean, for a very comfy pillow or something for your couch to fancy up your living room a bit, why
For
not?
sure.
Tracy, we're gonna hire you full time.
I love this place. And then the outfits behind me, these guys just put together while we were getting ready here, while my husband was setting up all of the cameras. And this one outfit with the green purse, it's the purse, it's the really nice fuzzy sweater, it's so soft, 2 necklaces and the skirt, and I figured it's probably about $80 all total, including the accessories, which they have a lot of jewelry and necklaces. Just
Tons
so
of
much fun.
accessories, yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it in here. There's a little bit of everything for everybody. And what are your hours?
So our hours we're closed Sunday and Monday, and then we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 3. And Friday's the exception. We extended our hours to 6.
I was going to say, you guys are so popular.
It's so busy.
Which is great.
It's amazing.
It's great for the
amazing.
community. I mean, upcycling, thrifting.
And
For
it's always
sure.
something different too.
Yeah.
And it's like the perfect business for her.
Yeah.
Because I'm surprised I'm still around. She changes her mind on things so often. So it's great that like you can make it something new and every day.
And it's
it's a
creative,
challenge
yeah.
because so many new things come in, and it's like, okay, now every day we walk in, okay, how are we going to rearrange and feature some things or just make it work for the space?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we came out here, me and my husband, to meet you guys, and I found this blue, I don't even know, was it antique? It was a blue glass, I don't know if it's a jar, a huge vase, but I think it was like $5, and I put tons of buttons in it, and it's on my table in my set at home.
That's cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so great.
That's something that we really
Yeah.
love too, and I mentioned it to you earlier. Like, I love that the buttons were from your grandmother, so when you look at it, it brings back those memories.
Yeah.
We do receive a lot of people. There's some seniors that are downsizing, and then they are bringing in some china and crystal, and they're sad about it because their kids don't want it. And
I saw the pinwheel crystal in
I
there.
know.
I have all my grams, and she had a ton of it. And whatever nobody in the family wanted, I kept it, and I have an entire trunk full of it. And I'm looking at it going, okay, I want it, but I'm not going to get it.
I know, but that's the best part for me is like people come in here seeking out those pieces, and you know that they're going to take it home and cherish it because like they come in with the intent of finding, like milk glass is a big one. And I don't know, what else was there?
Milk glass is cool.
Angels. There's people that are just collectors of those pieces, so.
But even like the more expensive stuff, the pinwheel crystal, the fancy purses, these are affordable to people that can't go out and spend a ridiculous amount of money on pinwheel crystal.
Right.
For sure.
And it's coming back in style.
Yeah.
You know, people want the old looks again.
Yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure.
How's your house? Is it
Eclectic.
getting a little eclectic's the best?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We were like, I guess like when I was working at the other place, it felt a little more like cold and modern. But now the warmth is coming out, a lot of personality, because I want to make it's my mission for us to have thoughtful pieces in there, like your jug with grandma's buttons. Like I want to look around and there's like happiness.
Yeah.
And it is a very happy place.
Yes.
I mean,
We
the
try.
artwork, and I'm going to post a few things that I found in there that I'll probably come back for on my Instagram. You guys have wonderful stuff. You have a wonderful eye for decorating the shop, and it already needs to be upsized.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
We appreciate you saying that because like it's our happy place too, and we're glad that it's sort of radiating.
Yeah.
Because it truly is it's a labor of love, and we just love sort of people come in and we hear their stories and we share the stories, or we talk about Ursa or our story, and it's a neat sort of it's just sort of a neat venue for it all.
It's like a little. All you need is a little coffee maker,
my God.
and it's
don't
a
get her
community
started.
place.
Okay.
Get the stuff
Stay
from
tuned.
Ursa Major. Get the stuff from the church, the pastries and that.
Right?
Have a coffee.
Yes.
Look over purses.
Yeah.
You know, it
That's-
could be the go-to place.
In the winter, yeah.
Yes.
I know. See, Steve's right. I can't stop. I was just like,
You gotta
always thinking.
go.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about their story, Anna's flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a really nice blog
was
that I found
beautiful.
today.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Beautiful.
Better
like-
than we expected
It-
to be put on. Like,
well,
I shouldn't say that, but it was
no.
like we were blown away by how well they
That's a-
captured
yeah.
our business.
They really did.
Yeah.
They
They-
did 100%, and everything they said is true.
Yeah. Thank
It's
you.
true.
Thank you so much.
Now, how can people get a hold of you guys?
So you can either reach us through social media, Instagram or Facebook under ALTR Thrift Shop.
ALTR.
Yes. Importante, yes. ALTR, and then also we have a website, alterthriftshop.com, and you can send us a message through there as well. Or you can give us a call. I don't remember our phone number.
It's on the website.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. And again, it is Tuesday to Saturday until 3, except for Fridays that are until 6. And
Yeah.
it
That's right.
starts at 11.
That's right.
This is great. I want to thank you guys so much for being on here. I'm glad we finally were able to get
Thank
together.
you.
Okay, you guys have to, if you're in the Kingsville, Ontario area, get down to ALTR Thrift. And I'm going to put and consignment because they do have a lot of beautiful consignment pieces as well. Or if you want to donate, some of the proceeds are going to Ursa Major, which is a local charity here. And thank you so much, Jess
Thank
and Steve.
you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks so much,
Thanks, Tracy.
Again, my name is Tracy Martins, and thank you so much for joining me for another episode of YQG and Blue. You guys have a good day.